Welcome to Vietnam, a country widely known from American war movies. In today's video, in addition to facts about the war, you will also learn about many legends, architecture, and fascinating statistics. Stay until the end, because the last fact will shock you. Well, let's reveal the fascinating list of facts we have collected about this wonderful country. The War Remnants Museum in Ho Chi Minh City. Is it possible to truly grasp the devastating effects of war from books and films? In a world where war is often glorified or sanitized in media, it's challenging to connect with the raw, human cost of such conflicts. However, there's hope that through more direct and poignant exhibitions, people can gain a deeper understanding and empathy for the sufferings endured by war-impacted populations. The War Remnants Museum in Ho Chi Minh City stands as a stark testament to the brutal impact of the Vietnam War on the Vietnamese people. This museum is among the most visited in Vietnam, drawing millions of visitors each year who come to view its extensive collection of war relics and photographs. These exhibits do not shy away from depicting the atrocities and hardships faced by civilians and soldiers during the war. The display includes everything from graphic photographs and defoliated forests to preserved tanks and aircraft, providing a comprehensive and unflinching overview of the war's devastation. Therefore, the War Remnants Museum serves as a crucial platform for educating visitors about the horrors of war, going beyond mere statistics to touch the hearts of those who walk its halls. It offers a powerful reminder of the resilience of the Vietnamese people and the importance of peace, making it an essential visit for anyone looking to connect with Vietnam's past and understand the profound effects of conflict on human lives. Everyone's life is precious, and to live as long as possible, we recommend you take out medical insurance from ECTA Traveling. You will receive a 37% discount by clicking on our link in the pinned comment. Thank you. Stay together. Trung Sisters. In many historical accounts worldwide, the pivotal contributions of women are often overshadowed by their male counterparts. Yet, there's among the most celebrated legends in Vietnamese history is the tale of the Trung sisters, Trung Trac and Trung Nhi, who led the first resistance movement against the Chinese occupation around AD 40. These sisters are national heroines revered for their bravery and leadership. After witnessing the suffering of their people under oppressive foreign rule, they mobilized an army of predominantly women. Their successful rebellion led to the liberation of Vietnam from Chinese control, albeit briefly, and Trung Trac was proclaimed the queen. The story of the Trung sisters not only highlights the critical role women have played in Vietnam's history, but also serves as a powerful example of female leadership and resistance. Their legacy continues to inspire countless generations, emphasizing that the strength and spirit of women are indispensable in the narrative of a nation's identity and fight for sovereignty. Hang Nga Guest House. Can architecture be more than just buildings, perhaps a medium to unlock the imagination and challenge conventional norms? In an era where cities worldwide are dominated by glass and steel skyscrapers, it's refreshing, and sometimes startling, to encounter structures that dare to defy typical architectural standards. Is there a place where architecture serves not just functional, but also fantastical purposes, engaging with both the landscape and the dreams of its visitors? In the serene town of Da Lat, Vietnam, stands an architectural marvel that seems straight out of a whimsical fairy tale. The Crazy House, officially known as the Hang Nga Guest House, breaks all traditional design molds with its twisting, organic, non-linear shapes that mimic natural forms. Designed by architect Giang Viet Nga, this unique guest house draws inspiration from the natural world, featuring elements that resemble caves, giant spider webs, and tree trunks. The building's surreal walkways and unconventional rooms invite visitors to explore a world where architecture meets art in the most playful and imaginative ways. The Crazy House in Da Lat is not just a building, it's an emblem of creative freedom, a bold statement in a world that often values conformity over creativity. This architectural wonder does more than provide shelter. It sparks curiosity and wonder, making it a must-visit destination for those who believe that the spaces we inhabit should inspire as much as they accommodate. It stands as a testament to Vietnam's unique cultural and artistic landscape, offering a vivid escape into the realms of fantasy and innovation. The Vietnamese legend of Lac Long Quan and Yuko is a cherished tale that narrates the origins of the Vietnamese people. According to the legend, Lac Long Quan the Dragon Lord of the Seas, married Yuko, a fairy from the mountains. Their union produced a sack containing 100 eggs, which hatched into 100 sons. However, their differences, her longing for the mountains and his affinity for the seas, led them to part ways. Yuko moved to the highlands with 50 sons, while Lac Long Quan took the other 50 to the coast. This division symbolically created the first Vietnamese societies, with each group adapting to distinct environments, shaping diverse but unified cultural identities. The story of Lac Long Quan and Yuko resonates deeply within the Vietnamese psyche, encapsulating themes of harmony between land and water, highland and coastal life, and the duality of human nature. This foundational myth not only enriches the cultural tapestry of Vietnam, but also strengthens the sense of unity and common ancestry among its people. It's a vivid reminder of the power of legends in shaping not just the past, but also the present and future of a nation. Moving on, My Son's Sanctuary. Many societies today grapple with issues around sexual expression and identity, sometimes leading to heated debates or societal clashes. Yet, there might be hope in looking back to how ancient cultures dealt with these themes through their art and religious practices, potentially offering a broader acceptance in our modern narrative. The My Son's Sanctuary in Vietnam, built by the ancient Cham people, serves as a remarkable historical record of such openness. This sanctuary, a cluster of Hindu temples, is adorned with a vast array of bas-reliefs and sculptures that celebrate both heterosexual and homosexual acts. These erotic artworks are not hidden or presented with shame, but are prominently displayed, symbolizing a society where sexual expressions were considered an integral part of religious and daily life. This artistic expression highlights the Cham people's advanced social and cultural attitudes towards sexuality, which were sophisticated and inclusive. Sanctuary My Son challenges our contemporary views on sexuality, suggesting that what we often consider modern or progressive issues of sexual identity and expression have deep historical roots. By reflecting on these ancient practices, we can see that acceptance of diverse sexual identities is not just a recent development, but can be a return to older, perhaps more enlightened ways of understanding human nature. That fact was quite interesting, wasn't it? If you really liked it, we ask you to hit the subscribe and like button under this video. It's incredibly motivating for us. And we move on. The Battle of Dien Bien Phu. Is it possible for a seemingly weaker nation to overcome a vastly more powerful colonial empire? In the annals of history, battles where the underdog triumphs are celebrated not just for their unexpected outcomes, but for the hope they inspire. Such stories resonate deeply, offering proof that determination and strategic ingenuity can defy the odds. The Battle of Dien Bien Phu in 1954 is a landmark in Vietnamese history and a pivotal moment in the First Indochina War. This battle saw the Viet Minh forces, under the leadership of General Vo Nguyen Giap, employing superior tactics and incredible resilience against the French colonial forces. The French, despite their technological superiority and strategic advantages, were besieged in a valley in northern Vietnam. Through a combination of guerrilla warfare, ingenuity in logistics, and the mobilization of a large number of troops, the Viet Minh managed to isolate and besiege the French forces, eventually forcing their surrender. This victory was not just military but symbolic, signaling the end of French colonial rule in Indochina. The victory at Dien Bien Phu stands as a testament to the power of national spirit and strategic planning. It marked the decline of French influence in Southeast Asia and paved the way for Vietnam's path toward independence. This battle is celebrated in Vietnam as a source of national pride and a reminder that no adversary is too formidable when a people united in cause and strategy stand against them. It encourages all who hear its story to believe in the possibility of overcoming great challenges against overwhelming odds. Ho Chi Minh. In the context of global struggles for independence, charismatic leaders emerge as beacons of hope, driving forward the aspirations of their people towards freedom and self-determination. Ho Chi Minh, a name that resonates with revolution and leadership, was such a figure in Vietnam's modern history. Beginning in 1941, Ho Chi Minh catalyzed the Viet Minh independence movement, striving to unify Vietnam under a single, independent rule. His leadership was pivotal in the establishment of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam in 1945, setting the stage for a new, communist Vietnam. His strategies and diplomatic prowess culminated in the historic defeat of the French Union, a victory that shattered the remnants of French colonial influence in Indochina. Ho Chi Minh's role in Vietnamese history is not just that of a political leader. He is a symbol of Vietnam's enduring struggle for independence and its pursuit of a collective national identity. His life and actions remind us that the determination and vision of one individual can indeed alter the course of a country's history, inspiring future generations to believe in the power of resilient leadership and the possibility of achieving profound societal change. Ha Long Bay. Is it possible for nature to craft a landscape so stunning that it seems otherworldly? In an era where natural beauty is often marred by industrial development and environmental degradation, finding pristine natural wonders that captivate and inspire awe can rekindle our connection to the earth and remind us of the importance of conservation. Ha Long Bay in Vietnam is one such natural wonder that looks as if it has leapt from the pages of a mythical tale. Known for its emerald waters, the bay is dotted with over 1,600 limestone islands and islets, each topped with thick rainforests. This majestic seascape has evolved over millions of years, with each island shaped by the forces of wind and water, creating a breathtaking panorama that has earned it a designation as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The visually stunning formations are not only a geological wonder, but also a habitat for diverse species, both flora and fauna. Ha Long Bay isn't just a tourist destination. It's a poignant testament to the Earth's artistry, urging us to protect and cherish our natural world. And so we move on to the next fact. Vietnam is one of the largest producers of coffee in the world. In a world dominated by technology and industry, it's easy to overlook the profound impact that traditional agriculture can have on a nation's economy and its global standing. Vietnam, traditionally known for its lush landscapes and rich history, is also one of the largest coffee producers in the world, ranking second only to Brazil. The introduction of coffee to Vietnam was made by the French in the 19th century, but it was not until the late 20th century that the coffee industry began to boom. Today, Vietnam specializes in Robusta coffee, which is harsher and more caffeinated than the Arabica variety predominant elsewhere. This has placed Vietnam at the forefront of the global coffee market, influencing coffee prices and production strategies worldwide. Vietnam's prominence as a coffee producer is not just a statistic. It's a testament to the country's agricultural ingenuity and resilience. This role has transformed its economy, providing livelihoods to millions and positioning Vietnam as a key player in an industry that affects millions of coffee drinkers around the globe. It's a vivid example of how traditional agriculture can remain relevant and impactful in a modern economic framework, driving growth and shaping a nation's international identity. Punji traps. Is it possible for rudimentary weapons to hold their ground against advanced military technology? In conflicts where there is a stark imbalance in firepower and resources, ingenuity in warfare can emerge from necessity. During the Vietnam War, the Viet Cong used a variety of guerrilla tactics to combat better-equipped American forces, one of the most infamous being the punji trap. These traps were simple, yet brutal. Camouflaged pits filled with bamboo stakes that had been sharpened and often smeared with substances to promote infection. Positioned throughout the jungle and along known enemy pathways, these traps were not only physically debilitating, but also psychologically terrorizing to soldiers, contributing significantly to the guerrilla warfare strategy that characterized much of the conflict. The use of punji traps during the Vietnam War exemplifies how low-tech strategies can effectively counteract high-tech military equipment. This unconventional approach leveraged the terrain and available resources, emphasizing that in war, sometimes the environment and a willingness to adapt are just as powerful as the latest technology. This tactic not only influenced the outcome of many skirmishes, but also serves as a stark reminder of the lengths to which the desperate will go to defend their home. And so, we continue our journey, the Vietnamese Women's Museum in Hanoi. This museum is a vibrant testament to the dynamic roles and contributions of women in Vietnamese society and culture. Established to celebrate these roles, the museum features exhibits on family life, fashion, and women's significant contributions during wartime. It highlights stories of heroines, both celebrated and unsung, providing a detailed look at how women have been pivotal in Vietnam's resistance, economic development, and cultural preservation. Interactive and educational, the museum uses personal artifacts, photographs, and stories to bring these narratives to life. The Vietnamese Women's Museum does more than just recount history. It reclaims and amplifies the stories of women who have helped shape Vietnam. By showcasing these contributions, the museum not only educates and inspires, but also fosters a greater appreciation for the diverse and substantial roles of women in Vietnamese society. It serves as a crucial platform for understanding and celebrating the power and influence of women, past and present, offering a compelling counter-narrative to their traditional portrayal in history. The story of the Golden Turtle God Vietnamese history has a tale that not only entertains, but also empowers and teaches lessons of independence and justice. The legend of the Golden Turtle God, Kim Quai, and Le Loi is one of Vietnam's most inspiring tales, deeply embedded in the nation's culture as a symbol of justice and rightful rule. According to the legend, Le Loi, a 15th-century rebel leader, was given a magical sword by the Golden Turtle God, which granted him the strength to expel the Ming invaders from Vietnam. After his victory, Le Loi returned the sword to the Turtle God in a lake, which is now known as Hoan Kiem Lake, Lake of the Returned Sword, in Hanoi. This story has been passed down through generations as a testament to the divine support for Vietnam's sovereignty and the virtuous leadership of Le Loi. For the Vietnamese, this legend is not just a story. It's a moral guide that reinforces the values of independence and justice, encouraging contemporary and future generations to uphold these ideals. We are already at the finish line. Are you ready for the finale? The Golden Bridge in Da Nang Khan architecture be more than functional art, perhaps a bridge to mythological realms and a source of national pride. In a time when modern structures often prioritize utility over creativity, it's intriguing to consider whether ambitious, fantastical designs can capture the imagination of a nation and draw the world's attention. The Golden Bridge in Da Nang, Vietnam, is a stunning example of how architecture can defy conventional expectations and inspire awe. Opened in 2018, this pedestrian bridge stretches 150 meters across the Ba Na Hills and is held aloft by two gigantic stone hands. This design conjures images of a mythical giant offering a passage through the sky. The hands, weathered and mossy, appear to have been part of the landscape for centuries, even though they are a modern creation. This spectacular fusion of human ingenuity with mythical elements makes the Golden Bridge a visual spectacle, drawing visitors from around the globe. Its unique design not only enhances the local landscape, but also boosts tourism and fosters a sense of pride among the Vietnamese. It stands as a testament to Vietnam's rising profile in innovative architectural design, proving that even new structures can become instant legends, captivating the imagination all worldwide. The highest percentage of motorbike is the convenience of modern transportation worth the environmental and urban congestion costs it often brings? In cities around the world, traffic congestion and pollution are rampant, leading to lost productivity and degraded quality of life. However, there is hope that more sustainable modes of transportation might offer a practical solution, while still catering to the fast-paced demands of urban living. In Vietnam, the motorbike is not just a vehicle, it's a way of life. The country has the highest percentage of motorbike users in the world, with motorbikes accounting for a staggering majority of vehicles on the road. This prevalence is driven by the affordability, flexibility, and convenience that motorbikes offer, especially in densely populated cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, where navigating narrow streets and heavy traffic can be challenging. The motorbike culture is so ingrained that entire families can often be seen riding together, and businesses operate from the backs of these versatile vehicles. While this has created challenges, such as air quality and traffic safety concerns, it also underscores the potential for smaller, more efficient transportation to dominate urban landscapes. Vietnam's example prompts a re-evaluation of how cities around the world might better manage transportation to reduce congestion and pollution, making the case for more adaptable vehicle options in urban planning. The Cu Chi Tunnels. How can a guerrilla force with limited resources they could disappear underground to safety? These tunnels were not only a means of evading capture, but also facilitated communication and coordination without exposure to American forces. The Cu Chi tunnels exemplify how ingenuity and strategic planning can overcome material disadvantages in warfare. They highlight the Viet Cong's ability to adapt to the challenging conditions of war, using their intimate knowledge of the local terrain to great effect. Today, the tunnels are a powerful symbol of Vietnamese resilience and resourcefulness, serving as a stark reminder of the complexities of guerrilla warfare and the profound impacts of ingenuity on military outcomes. Write the word Cu Chi in the comments, so we all know that you did well and watched our video to the end. This encourages us to produce more videos. Share this video with your friends, give it a like, and watch our other videos. See you soon.